Learning to read the subtle signs that tell us when a person is lying is an enormous advantage in our personal and business relationships. So, make sure you're paying attention, or you will pay with pain. After watching this video, you will be able to tell if someone is lying or telling the truth. Pay close attention to the top 17 signs we are going to reveal, and you will become a human lie detector. Welcome to a new video from the Social Psychology Masters YouTube channel. If you are new here, subscribe for more social psychology videos. And comment down below. I subscribed, so we can welcome you. Let's start. If you claim that you never lie, well, you're a liar. A study published in the Journal of Basic and Applied Social Psychology found that 60% of people can't go 10 minutes without lying at least once. Why do people lie? In a study, psychologists found that 37% of those who reported lying did so to protect themselves in some way, mostly to avoid shame or embarrassment, to avoid painful emotions, and to avoid being judged. Top 17 signs a person is lying. Number 1. The hands. Liars tend to use gestures with their hands after they speak as opposed to during or before a conversation, says Tracy Brown, who has participated in a deception training program with members of the FBI. The mind is doing too many things, including making up the story, figuring out if they're being believed, and adding to the story accordingly, she says. So normal gesturing that might normally happen just before a statement happens after the statement. When people are being dishonest, they also tend to face their palms away from you. They may put them in their pockets or even slide them under the table. Number 2. Changing their head position quickly. If you see someone suddenly making a head movement when you ask them a direct question, they may be lying to you about something. The head will be retracted or jerked back, bowed down, or cocked or tilted to the side. This will often happen right before the person is expected to respond to a question. Number 3. A change in voice tone and speech patterns. One telltale sign that someone may not be telling the whole truth is irregular speech. According to Greg McCrary, a retired FBI criminal profiler, a person's voice or mannerisms of speaking may change when they tell a lie. McCrary first takes the strategy of identifying a person's regular speech patterns and mannerisms by asking typical, straightforward questions, such as what their name is or where they live. This allows him to see any changes in speaking or characteristics when he asks more challenging, interrogative questions. When people are nervous, the muscles in the vocal cords might tighten up, an instinctive response to stress, leading the voice to sound very high-pitched. You might also notice a creak in someone's voice. Clearing the throat, a means of coping with the discomfort of the tightened muscles, can also at times signal dishonesty. Number 4. The mouth. Folding one's lips before speaking is a red flag. When people's lips disappear, they are holding back information. The next thing that comes out of their mouth is either a half-truth or a lie. Rolling the lips back to the point where they almost disappear could be a sign someone is lying by omission. When people do that, they're holding back emotions or facts. A study found that people who lie are more likely to purse their lips when asked sensitive questions. Pursing the lips could also mean someone doesn't want to engage in the conversation at hand. It's an instinctive reflex, meaning you don't want to speak. Number 5. Itching and fidgeting. Rocking the body back and forth, cocking the head to the side, or shuffling the feet can also be signs of deception. Fluctuations in the autonomic nervous system, which regulates bodily functions, can also have an effect. When people are nervous, these fluctuations in the nervous system can prompt people to feel itches or tingles in their bodies, which in turn can cause more fidgeting. A study found that people tend to display grooming behaviors, such as playing with their hair when being dishonest. Number 6. Their breathing may also change. When someone is lying to you, they may begin to breathe heavily. It's a reflex action. When their breathing changes, their shoulders will rise and their voices may get shallow. In essence, they are out of breath because their heart rate and blood flow change. Your body experiences these types of changes when you're nervous and feeling tense when you lie. Number 7. The use of noncongruent gestures. If a person says yes but shakes their head no, it may indicate that they're not telling the truth. Non-congruent gestures are movements in the body that don't match the words a person says, and the gestures are truth tellers. If someone says, "Of course, I'll cooperate with the investigation," and gives a small head shake, there's a possibility they will not tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Number 8. The eyes. When you see the whites of people's eyes, that means fear. If someone's eyes dart around when they're asked a question, they shift up, down, and side to side. They're afraid of giving an honest answer. Someone who is lying might stare or look away at a crucial moment. A possible sign they're moving their eyes around as they try to think about what to say next. Number 9. Change in complexion. Ever notice someone go white as a ghost when speaking? That could be a sign of untruthfulness. This signals blood rushing out of the face. Number 10. Standing very still. It's common knowledge that people fidget when they get nervous, but you should also watch out for people who are not moving at all. This may be a sign of the primitive neurological fight, rather than the flight response, as the body positions and readies itself for possible confrontation. When you speak and engage in normal conversation, it is natural to move your body around in subtle, relaxed, and, for the most part, unconscious movements. So, if you observe a rigid, catatonic stance devoid of movement, it is often a huge warning sign that something is off. Number 11. Not saying enough. When truth-telling witnesses describe what they saw and are asked, "Is there anything else?" more details are revealed. But when liars are asked to go beyond their prepared stories, few to no other details are offered. Researchers refer to these people as liars who deceive by omission, who, when asked to answer questions or provide more details, typically offer less than those telling the truth. This can be quantified through transcripts of phone calls, witness statements, or noticed by the absence of descriptive words in a conversation. Another way researchers verify the truth is by asking people to tell events backwards. Truth tellers will stick to the same story while offering more details, while liars often get tripped up and create a different story while not adding details to the original. Number 12. Distrusted delay. If someone waits more than 5 seconds to answer a question, that's a pretty good sign of deception. With careful observation, we can become adept at reading the nonverbal cues of a liar. It's important to know what someone is thinking and feeling when you're trying to build constructive relationships. People often attempt to suppress their emotions. But there is leakage, known as micro-expressions, which occur in 1/5 of a second. Number 13. Sweating or dryness. Autonomic nervous system changes can trigger liars to sweat in the T area of the face, upper lip, forehead, chin, and around the mouth, or have dryness in the mouth and eyes. The person might excessively blink or squint, lick or bite their lips, or swallow hard. Number 14. They may repeat words or phrases. This happens because they're trying to convince you, and themselves, of something. They're trying to validate the lie in their mind. For example, he or she may say, I didn't, over and over again. The repetition is also a way to buy themselves time as they attempt to gather their thoughts. Number 15. Saying too much. On the flip side, researchers from Harvard Business School determined that liars trying to deceive stretch the truth with too many words. Since such a liar may make up things as they go, they may also tend to add excessive details to convince themselves or others of what they are saying. They may also embellish with words that a person telling the truth wouldn't think of adding. Other linguistic cues revealed in this study show that liars tend to use more profanity in third-person pronouns, example he, she, and they, to distance themselves from any first-person, example I, my, mine, involvement. Number 16. Content of speech. Phrases such as, I want to be honest with you, honestly, or let me tell you the truth. These can be signs that someone may be trying a little too hard to convince you of their honesty. Using words such as, like and with a vocal fill is a common indicator of deception. People tend to use these words more when they're trying to buy time to figure out what they're going to say next. Number 17. Slip-ups. Most of us are not natural-born liars, Glass notes. So sometimes, we let the truth slip out. Notice someone saying things like, I was fired, no, wait, I mean I quit, or I was out to dinner with so-and-so, wait, actually, I was working late. you might have a liar on your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Check out the links in the description and our other videos for more interesting psychology topics. Thanks for watching.